Hi everyone, Aiden here with eTrailer.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Hollywood Rack's Destination e-bike rack here on our 2021 Toyota 4Runner. Now it's going to be great because you can haul two bikes 70 pounds each on this rack, and it's going to hold it really sturdy. You've got a lot of points of contact on here, along with some extra features that we'll check out later, like an included ramp. So primarily you're being held in by this clamp up here holding the frame. It's got full articulation and rotation, so it's going to fit all those alternative frames that are pretty common on e-bikes, as well as three straps on the bottom holding the wheels in place, keeping everything nice and solid. Now, one unique feature this has is the ability to tilt the rack down with the bikes loaded, and this is something really unique because it tilts down almost a full 90 degrees, and it's really easy to let down. If you've got this thing fully loaded, maxed out, at 140 pounds of bike, that's a lot of weight, and most racks lower from the back end, so you're kind of having to crouch down with all that weight, having it come down on top of you. It's not really comfortable. Something that comes to mind is the Yakima on-ramp that does that. It's really hard to tilt, especially when it's fully loaded. This is so easy, especially on the 4Runner, because you have so much room to work here, and it's really easy to let that weight down slowly and smoothly. And one thing that comes with this is the ramp. So we can loosen up that knob here, extend it out, and we can attach this oval piece here on the back of the rack right there. So we can easily load and unload our e-bike. Now, it doesn't attach to the rack, so you're gonna have to store it in the back of your vehicle. The Yakima on-ramp does attach to the bike rack, which I do like, but I like the tilting on here better. So it's just a trade-off of what feature is more important to you. To get everything unloaded, we'll start by removing all the wheel straps. You want to do this first because that clamp up top is really what's holding everything upright, so we want to do that last. So with all of these undone, we can come to the top clamp, which does lock, and it is key to like with the lock on the hitch pin below. So we can just loosen that up. It'll open up the jaws of that clamp, and eventually here we can rotate it up and out of the way and easily back the bike down, watching out for that pedal, down the ramp. Now, we don't really have a lot of room here right now, so I can't fully let it down off the ramp, but I love how wide the ramp is. It's really sturdy, you can tell how strong it is, and it's easy to keep the bike on there. The on-ramp is another one I've got a lot of experience with, and that ramp is okay, but it isn't as wide as this one, so I feel like it's easier to keep the bike on right here. You will notice there is a pretty significant rise in the bike rack here, and the nice thing is your 4Runner's up so high, you're probably not gonna have to worry about any sort of ground clearance. Now at the lowest point at the back here, we've got 23 inches of ground clearance, so I don't think you're gonna ever have to really worry about bottoming out with this, even on steep driveways and hills. And then if we go to the back of the vehicle here, we can see from the bumper, it sticks out about 33 inches to the very end here. Now it's not great clearance, you're gonna wanna watch out in sort of tight parking spots and anything like that, but you can fold it up. We can come to these rubber straps here, which are safeties to hold the latches in place, unlatch those, fold the arms down, and re-lock everything in place, making sure to put those rubber safeties back in place, just so everything stays where it's supposed to be. And then we can come to this pin and clip right here at the base, and that will allow us to fold the rack upright and re-secure it in place to keep it locked in. You will have to kind of wiggle this back and forth to find the right alignment, but once you do, secure it in place and you're good to go. Now as far as distance goes, that's going to cut down quite a bit, making it only stick out about 15.5 inches to the outer point here. It's a really good amount, it's not too crazy, should be fine in most parking spots and garages. Now down low here we can see we've got a tool-free anti-rattle knob that's going to keep everything nice and still, and we have a locking hitch pin. Like I said, that is key to like with the knobs up top, so your bikes are going to stay locked to the rack and your rack is going to stay locked to the vehicle. It fits in a 2" by 2" receiver tube, and everything is nice and solid down here. So I don't think you're gonna have to worry about any sort of rattling or road noise when you're going down the road.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners and evasive maneuvers. Then we get to the alternating speed bumps. We'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving on uneven pavement. Then we'll go over the full speed bumps, and we can see the up and down action. This will be like driving in and out of a parking lot, garage, or a driveway.
Now, as far as e-bike racks go, I think the Hollywood Racks Destination here is a really great option. There's a few more hands-on pieces and moving parts that you have to deal with, but you get a really nice solid ramp. The tilt-away feature is by far the easiest one that I've ever used. So I think for me, that makes this rack an absolute win and a really great fit for your 4Runner. Thanks for watching.